Welcome back. Joining us in studio, we have Nick. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So we're talking about some really exciting stuff.
Yes.
LCG has unveiled their bike plan for Lafayette.
Yes.
Tell us about this.
Well, so we created a name for it. It's Bicycle Lafayette, the Bicycle Lafayette Plan, and we collected input from the general public in March, which we've compiled. We've taken comments, over 200 comments, and compiled it into this implementable plan. We started planning for trails like Rails to Trails by I-10 and Moncus Girard Park connection, things like that. And we decided, okay, we need a bikeways plan to help with our implementation. And so we've created our first map, Bicycle Lafayette, and it'll be released to the public next month sometime, where the public will be able to give some input and online, or they can come to actually the Broussard-David Safety Fair.
Yes, that's coming up too.
That's coming up on June 4th. So if you guys want to talk to me, give some input on the plan, please come see me. If you don't come to the fair, you could also go online, and we'll release that at a later date on where to go. But if you need more information, just go to www.lafayettela.gov/bike-and-ped, and you can learn some more.
Yeah, and Al was at the Lafayette Library talking about the bike fair, and he mentioned that there is a pretty large bike community here.
There is.
Why is this so important that we actually have a plan that's going to be implemented to allow more resources for our bicyclists?
Yeah, well, we need a safe system. It's not comfortable to use. It's not very encouraging for those who want to get on their bike for the first time. We're planning for all ages and abilities. So like, we need a bicycle network that has off-road pathways, multi-use pathways that are very wide, very comfortable, that entices people to use them more than once. You know, we don't want somebody to use a system that gets them scared and they don't want to do it again. And ideally just for families, all ages and abilities. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
And there's also a really cool point too, the Véloop. Did I pronounce that right? It's between Moncus and Girard Park.
Yeah, so the Véloop, as I mentioned before, the Moncus Girard Park connection, this will help with our implementation as a phase 1 of our implementation process. The Moncus Girard Park connection is part of that Véloop. And there's also, there's another trail that we're planning along that area. It touches downtown, Pontiac Point, Rotary Point, Moncus Park, and throughout the city's core. It's very exciting.
I love how it's going to connect some pretty crucial parts for bikers. It's so wonderful to have something like this kind of in the works. What are you most excited for?
Well, I'm most excited about the Moncus Girard Park Trail. I mean, that's something that's already underway. We're in the engineering and design phase for that now. Lafayette doesn't have many recreational amenities. We just don't. And so this will be a 10-foot wide asphalt striped path with a 1 to 2 foot barrier that'll go from the rear of Moncus by West Bayou Parkway and travel all the way to Girard Park by Hospital Drive. So somebody who wants to go spend the afternoon at Moncus Park, they can ride their bike from Moncus to Girard Park with their kids and maybe have a bite to eat along the way. This will also include public and private partnerships where we'll work with private businesses to create some kind of like kiosk or a place to eat along the way that's by the river. Who knows what will come out of it. But,
I love that.
We're still in the very early design phase of it, so there will be many alternatives. It's still early, but it's a very exciting project.
It is so exciting. And Nick, how can people learn more? We're out of time.
So like I said, www.lafayettela.gov/bike-and-ped. Also join our Facebook page, the Lafayette Consolidated Government Facebook page. They provide updates all the time on this process, so please hit like on that page too.
Awesome. Nick, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. If you guys at home want to learn more, head to KLAF.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.